a.m. It is a Wednesday. I have a little bit of makeup on, which makes me feel human. I am always coming online with makeup on. Um, mother, hold on. Stupid fucking speakers. Um, I am always feeling just gross because I never have makeup on. I just never look good. I just roll out of bed and I stream. And I told my husband, I'm like, today, I'm not going to do that. I mean, it always looks like I'm in my robe too, but I'm ready to work out as soon as we're done here. That's what your girl's going to go do. I wonder what I am going to do today. I should probably just walk. Burn a little calories. We had some meats and cheeses last night. I ain't going to lie. It was delicious. Probably shouldn't have did it, but I did do it. So, like, what are you going to do? I ate meats and cheeses, baby. And I already had so much sodium bloat because the day before we had pizza. And I looked at my husband. I'm like, we got 15 days till Christmas. We got to be good. Like, I'm thinking maybe one splurge this coming weekend. And then that is it. That's it. That's it. I'm considering, hi, baby, getting a turkey to cook and make soup. But I think I might do that after Christmas because I have a lot of vegetables and stuff I want to make now, and I paid money for them, and I don't want them to go bad. And my husband will be like, let's do soup, and then all the vegetables will rot in my fridge. You know how it goes. And I don't want them to rot in my fridge. So, it's a hard knock life over here. Just sipping on my seltzer water. Living my best life. It's really warm outside, which is awful. And I hate it. Good morning, husband. I hate it. I fucking hate it being 50 degrees. And I'll be honest with you. Like, I sit here and knowing that they can manipulate our weather, like, it's a fact. I'm like, I wonder how much they do. And they, as in all these assholes that are playing God down here. Because it's a lot of them. There's a lot of assholes playing God. It's true. Even on the road. So yesterday, I drove into town to go to my favorite place ever, Walmart, and our new Costco, which was amazing. That's how you know you're old. You know you're old when you're like so fucking stoked to go to Costco, the new one. You're doing ham. I'm going to do ham on New Year's Eve, and then I'm going to do split pea soup with the leftovers. My husband, what is it? Potatoes gratin? Gratin? How do you say it? He wants the cheesy potatoes, and I thought those would be really, really good with spiral ham. I did. I'm not completely well lit today because I don't have to do my makeup. I have a lip on. I have an eye on. And per usual, I have nothing on my face. I burnt it with retinol and alpha hydroxy. But then everyone tells me how great my skin looks because I'm always burning it, you see. I'm always burning it. Hated to hear your scary experience yesterday. So here's what I think happened. For those of you who do not know, yesterday I was driving to town to go to Walmart and Costco. And as I was driving to town, I hit a patch of ice. Now, keep in mind, all the snow is melted, all of it. So it's not that I was being irresponsible. Speed limit is 70 miles an hour. I was going in between 63 and 70, depending on where I was. I had a couple Canadians who, I'm sorry, they're the world's most dangerous drivers. If any of you are watching, I just don't understand why you drive this way. But, to each their own. Anyway, they were like blowing by me going 90. So because everything's melting so hardcore, we got like a foot of snow, if not more. And now the temperature went up. I think what happened was there were foggy patches, and in these foggy patches, because of all the melting snow and ice on the sides of the road, I think it did a black ice slick on the road. So say this is my car, which I should have charged my car. Anyway, so my car's traveling down like this, and it hits the ice, and it immediately goes like this into the middle of the road. Thank God no one was coming the other way. It's a 2-lane road. 70 miles an hour is the speed limit, but people hit 90 on it all the time. I don't, because, I like to live. So as my car's going to the side, it was like everything went into slow motion. There was nothing I could do. It didn't matter where I turned my wheel. Nothing. My car was floating, and the noise it made. And I felt this like it, and I knew I was about to roll. I was about to fucking roll. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to die. Like, that's what I thought. Because this road is full of white crosses. People are always dying on it. It's pretty insane. Now, luckily, I grew up in Chi-Town. This happens all the time. People still travel that fast. The only difference is everyone's on the road. So as my car's going sideways, it fishtailed back like this. And before it was going, the momentum of the swing was like a lot. So I was like, and then it went swinging, and my tire hit a piece of road that was grippy. And then I got my car straightened out. So I'm driving, and I slow down probably to about 45 miles an hour because I kind of shit my pants. And I'm on a stretch of highway that there is no cell reception. The first thing I do is I grabbed my rosary, and I just thanked God profusely, because I realized that could have been a moment that I could have lost my life. And then all of a sudden, the shaking, and it was adrenaline. You get that dump of adrenaline in your entire body. Like, I almost felt like I was convulsing. I probably should have pulled over, but no one was on the road. And I'm going like 40 at this point. And I call my husband, and it goes through. I couldn't believe it. How did it go through? Why was there any cell reception? There's never cell reception in this area ever. So I was talking to him on the phone, and the second I started talking to him, I just started crying because the relief I felt. And, he's Mr. Stoic, Mr. Calm. Thank God. All these women, I want a man as sensitive and as bitch-like as me. I just want him being a little lady. I don't fucking want that. I think I've seen my husband get emotional once in 11 years. And barely. I need the counter to what I am. I don't need more of me. If I wanted that, I'd be a lesbian, and I'd be dating a woman. I need that stoic male strength. I don't need to call a girl going, oh my God, you almost died. Oh my God. I don't need that. I don't want it. Maybe that works for some of you bitches, but most of you guys seem pretty fucking miserable with it. Like, on paper, you tell everyone how great and how sensitive your dude is and all this bullshit. And then to your friends, you're like, I'm not even sexually satisfied. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You're dating a male vagina. That's why. Oh, it was divine intervention. So I just needed that stoic, male, logical, zero fucking emotion. None of that bullshit. Get it the fuck out of here. So I called my husband. And I was like, okay. All right. And I talked to him for about 15 minutes until I stopped shaking. But when I talked to him, like, the shaking felt like it was coming from my core. Like, of course, my hands were shaking and stuff, but it literally felt like my organs on the inside of my body were just doing like I had a shake weight or something. I became a human shake weight. I drive a Ford Maverick 4-wheel drive. It was just a patch of ice. And then all I could think of is, because it was warming up, I was like, please God, let that warm up so no one else hits that. Let no one else go through what I just went through. But it put things in perspective for me. For 7 years, I've been driving a very dangerous highway. It's fucking dangerous. It's very dangerous in the winter. And you grow used to that. You know what I mean? You just start to get used to, because it's all the time. You're on a dangerous patch of road. So I want to say that you become numb sometimes to the level of danger. The odd thing is, as I told my husband, is I was just thinking to myself how nervous I was that maybe a semi-truck driver that hadn't slept or something was going to, drive by and almost take me out. What's up, Necro and Tyree? I've felt that shaking on the inside. My husband, Mr. Stoic, fucking no feelings. Thank God. I mean, they're in there, but I'm so emotional, you guys, because I'm a woman, that I don't need that shit from my husband. I have so many girlfriends. Like, I just wish Steven was just, more in touch with his feel. I'm like, do you? Do you really want another fucking woman? Because every girl I know that has that pretends it's all good, and then they're not sexually satisfied because you're with a soy latte. I don't need some fucking crying little bitch dude. I don't need that. I'm the crying little bitch. It's me. Yes, I like the Maverick better than my Escape. I'm the crying little bitch. I don't need you to be. Just me. But yeah, had that ended differently, I don't think I'd be alive, or I'd be gravely physically injured. So when I drove back from Costco and stuff, I was looking at that road the way I did the first time I drove it, which was wild, dangerous, remote. But outside of the divine intervention of me not flipping my car, I found it odd and kind of crazy that I had cell reception in a place that has none, and that I was able to make and hold a call for 15 minutes. I'm going to guess it's 15 minutes. I'm going to have to ask my husband. Your nervous system is totally free. Yeah. No, not an electric car. My last electric car, it was a hybrid, and it was just garbage. And then everyone at the car dealership was like, they're just not good. All the hybrids, all the electric cars, shit's constantly wrong with them. They're just not fucking good. So I have a real motor in my car. Besides the gas guzzling, I love it. And it's only gas guzzling in comparison to what my hybrid Escape would do. But yeah, I didn't crap my pants, but I would say that my soul was shaken. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have an incredible, logical, stoic, non-emotional little bitch guy, oh my gosh, I can't fathom going through that and calling like my ex. I'm just so glad you're okay. I don't need any of that. I'm good. No, thank you. Don't drive so fast. Do you understand what a speed limit is? A highway? Have you been on a highway? Think of a highway with like 65 mile an hour speed limit. Now, think of a highway with no snow, no ice, totally clear. This was a freak patch of ice. So you're literally driving on a clear roadway on an abnormally warm day. There is no rain. There is no sleet. There is no snow obstructing you. It is smooth sailing. There is no indicator at all that ice would exist anywhere. Everyone blew past me going 90 miles an hour, but I'm the one that's supposed to slow down. I'm on the fucking highway. You can't. People who drive 20 miles or more under the speed limit on the highway, you are endangering everyone. I'm really rude. I'll take it back and then leave. Wait, are you that butthurt? This is not the place to come if you're sensitive. I used to be really sensitive, and then I married an autistic man. And that has to go the way of the dodo really fast. Can't stay personal there. I personally don't care for overly emotional men. They make me uncomfortable because I feel like I'm sitting with my girlfriend. It's very uncomfortable. I think you need a very masculine woman that's like, girl boss, every second I have the dick. Girl boss, I got a big hunk and sack. Girl boss, growing mustache, super strong. Girl boss, like that's fine. I don't understand why in the mountains, because it's a highway. This isn't like this is a highway with semi trucks on it, logging truck. Like this is the actual highway. If you went slow in Montana, you would never go anywhere. To go to the grocery store, I'm going 80 miles away. You know what I mean? This is a clear highway. Think highway. I know you're thinking correct. Think of a highway with a posted speed limit of 70. Now, imagine that highway, no ice, no snow, and it's like 49 degrees out. In no way are you expecting an ice patch. In no way. Now, I drove that highway in a blizzard on my mother-in-law's birthday, December 1st, and it was fucking almost zero visibility. I could hardly make out the highway itself because the snow was so thick. If I turned on my brights, I barely could see. If I left my low beams on, I could barely see. I couldn't decide which one was better for seeing. I was probably driving between 35 and 40 miles an hour, white knuckling my steering wheel. Like I know what I'm doing. This was a freak patch of ice, which I think formed because of the fog coming up from a huge chunk. People are envisioning the Tennessee mountains. I live in the Rocky Mountains. A huge chunk of fog. And I think just the fog and the warm air hitting the snow, it just caused an ice slick. And I'm just so lucky. And I was really, really scared. I was. I wouldn't be any good at business if I didn't plug that. I'm an Avon lady. I sell Avon. I am wearing all Avon, in case you were wondering. If you want to get your shopping done before the holidays, now's the time. Get a free 6-piece set with a $60 purchase. Cyber 60. That's what you're using. And you're going to get a big free 6-piece gift set while supplies last, which is, you know, pretty badass. I like it. I like it. Howdy, folks. Well, hello. I'm glad I'm safe too. Better than the alternative. Better than the alternative. Well, it happens fast, but in the moments, it was like slow motion. It was very surreal. Very floaty, and an immediate adrenaline dump, like in my body. Oh, thanks for the Christmas card. You guys are on a fridge. Yay. Here is my Christmas cards. I send them to customers who buy $60 or more in my Avon store. I am mailing a huge dump of cards today, which is kind of awesome. There's always a sale going on right now. It's just, you can get $5 flat rate shipping on orders under $60. It's usually $8. Green means go. Red team go. Or you can use the code CYBER60 to get a free 6-piece gift set with any order $60 or more with free shipping. I've been involved in 2 accidents. I can say everything moves in slow motion during the crash. Didn't crash, but I'll tell you what, I noticed every single white cross on the side of the road indicating where someone's died on the highway. You just noticed the cross? That was very important to me. Yep. Big cross. Reason for the season. My tolerant husband, named after two of the apostles, doesn't believe in God. My biblical babe. Biblical babe. I love it. I love it. Guys, I saw this and this made me really, really sad. It made me really, really sad. Influencers, dude. I hope the only thing I influence you guys to do is enjoy life and wear some skincare and maybe some makeup and just take care of yourself. I don't want to influence you to do anything else. Like, I don't take Advil unless I need to. I try to avoid all pharmaceuticals at all times. If you're not that person, live and let live. You do your thing. I'll do mine. Don't follow my lead. Wellness influencer Stacey Warnecki, 30, died from severe blood loss after free birth at home. I would never give birth at home because of this. When you historically look at reasons why women died, it is this bleeding. I'm so sad for her. You can go to the hospital and be like, I don't want an epidural. I want to just do this the hardcore fucking way. But actually be at the hospital in case anything happens. Giving birth is dangerous. It is a dangerous thing. Women dying and babies dying during childbirth has been a major issue for a long time. Oh, David, I'm there and I hear you with the weather manipulation, and I believe they're doing it now. It makes me so sad for her. It makes me so sad for her. Australian content creator died from a postpartum hemorrhage on September 29th after delivering her son. Something they could have saved her from hospital. Oh, wait, Victorian Coroner's Court. That Wenicky, also known as Stacey Hatfield, died from suspected complications following postpartum hemorrhage. Severe blood loss. Her son survived the birth. She opted for a free birth, which is when a family chooses to have a baby at home without the help of medical professionals such as a doctor or a midwife. Which, do you know why she did this? For clicks, to go viral. That's why she did it. Do you know how dangerous this is getting? Either people are faking drama or playing up bullshit for clicks and to go viral, or they're making really stupid decisions like this. It's one thing if it's an emergency and you have no choice and you have to push that baby out in the back of a car as your husband's fucking pedal to the metal trying to get you to the ER. But to make this choice, you can die. Okay, but Lex, you cannot erase the history of women. And the history of women is many, many, many women have died in childbirth from hemorrhages. So if you choose to, I'm just going to toss the dice that if that happens to me, I'll fucking die. Da, 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 da. Like, that's the beauty of knowing what can happen is preventing it. It's the preventage. Now, I know women that rolled up in the hospital. They're like, no epidural for me. I'm fucking raw dogging this bitch. Respect. And they won't fucking do anything to you. You can sit there and all natural push that baby right out your crotch. Many women have died during childbirth, including their children. Having medical professionals there to save you from hemorrhaging out? Are you kidding me? Like, we know now we can avoid this. If you're halfway from Oh, yes. In Montana, if you're 80 miles away and then you just have to pull over on the side of the road and pop out a baby, that's fine. No, the midwife is not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. The midwife isn't going to go, do. Look at the magical spells I have. See, oh, you're bleeding out. Magical spells. Just replacing your blood and sewing up. Look at that. Do. No, we know the risks. You're tossing the dice. I understand being like, I don't trust hospitals and all the shit. Girl, I get you. Roll in there and say you don't want an epidural and you're going to just fucking raw dog it and have advocates there, your husband, being like, this bitch don't want nothing, let her go. And then if anything goes wrong, they know it like that and they save your life. What is so wrong with that? I don't understand it. But it's natural to be a hippie that dies from hematomas and hemorrhaging. Oh, it's the hippie natural way. No, thank you. Because we already know from history how much this happens. You're really tossing the dice. Have your midwife be there and be like, hippy dippy crystals and energies. Like, just do it in the room. I don't understand. You can be licensed all day, but if you don't have tons of bags of blood for transfusion and a whole team to stop someone from fucking bleeding, what the fuck is she going to do? Do. Is that what she does? I'm a licensed midwife. No, you need a team of people to save someone's life if they're hemorrhaging out. This is not a game, guys. People die, man. In a perfect world with no complications, I think that's awesome. But when you look at the history of just how many women have died and how many babies die with them, you'd be like, it's worth the risk to murder my own baby and myself so I can be a hippie. No. No, hippies. Look, I don't agree with everything you hippies believe in, but you're nice people, and I don't want this to happen to you. Do you understand? I don't want bad things to happen to you, hippies. I don't want bad things to happen to you. I like you guys just fine. You're nice. Oh, Lord, Chelsea. I don't even know if I want to read that out. But I get it. I get not wanting to trust people, but I would want the whole hospital staff there just in case. Just in case. And I'm not saying a midwife doesn't know what she's doing, but when a true emergency's there, she's not going to save you. Hippie. Her crystals aren't going to help. Her knowledge does not exceed past y'all are going to fucking die. That's the problem with midwives. That's what's scary. I like you, hippies. I don't want you to go away. I like you in small doses. Like, get me the fuck out of Sedona. But it's just not worth it, guys. They can't always save you, Chelsea. See, that's not true. It's not factual. That's my issue with this. So I had a friend in LA and she had a midwife, and the midwife was like, I have all the numbers of the real experts to swoop in if I can't do it. Why? Why would she fucking need that? Why would you need to be that close to the hospital? Why would she need the numbers of everyone else that can do what she couldn't? If she can do anything. Because she can do everything up into a point. Do you understand? Okay, fuck it. Fuck you guys then. Just fucking pump your babies out and end up just like this poor woman. Go do it. I'm done. Just go push them out anywhere like you're in a fucking cave thousands of years ago. Go for it. Just go do it. Because a hospital can't save you. You know, my mother-in-law has been a nurse for over 50 years. She has no fucking idea what she's doing. None. Zero. None. You can still die in a hospital. You guys are fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts. When you have a heart attack, oh, the midwife's going to take care of it in the energy of Sedona. No, you call 911. That's what you fucking do. You get in a wreck, you're on the side of the road, you can't move, you're bleeding out. You're not like, don't call the hospital because anyone could die there. Y'all know you're not being honest now. You guys are just trying to say fuck you to say fuck you, which I appreciate. It's early, it's funny. But you don't sit there after a terrible car wreck or some awful thing happening to you going, I think I'm going to treat this at home. Everyone's like, dude, we can see your spine through your neck. Oh, the hospital could kill me. I think I'm just going to sit this one out. I turned 52 months after our son was born. Holy shit. You are a boss. I cannot fathom going through growing a baby and giving birth at advanced stage. Even now I'm 43. It would break my body. It would destroy me. And I know it. You know why? I can hardly get out of bed. You should hear my body when I get out of bed. My hips, my knees, my ankles are like crack, pop, pop, snap. Crack, 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 pop, pop, snap. Pop, snap. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is going on? A midwife, for example, can't help when the umbilical cord is wrapped around the baby's head. So many things can go wrong. So my best friend who passed away from stage 4 breast cancer, she had an emergency C-section for that reason. The baby, the heart rate, and out of nowhere, and this is after like 27 hours of labor, this poor fucking bitch, this poor woman, 27 hours of labor, and they're like, it's an emergency, your baby's dying, we have to open you up right the fuck now. No midwife's doing that. I'm sorry, it's not happening. And they saved her baby. But they're maybe a little shoddy with the cut in, which she's like, you know what? That's the sacrifice, because it was like seconds mattered. So they weren't like, all right, let's make it as clean as possible and all this shit. That poor woman, imagine 27 hours of agony just to be told, no, did you have an emergency C-section afterwards that fucked you up? Because again, it was done in an emergency manner and she was fucked up for years. Like the nerve damage, the pain, because they had to get in there. It's one thing if at the end of all that labor, you just get to have your baby. But when she was just like, and it fucked her up for a long, long time. She had to go to physical therapy and all this shit because it was not a clean cut. Like when you compare my myomectomy scar to her scar, it literally looked like, just a serial killer went up to her and went, poor thing. She couldn't move forever. Years of physical therapy. Very sad. Yeah, childbirth ain't for the faint of heart. I've not gone through it, but all my friends have. And they're just like, dude, this ain't fun. I'm like, you don't say. This is kind of funny. This is funny. Progressive podcaster rips into Erica and Charlie Kirk. Absolute grifter. She's an absolute grifter. Just like Trump, just like her unrepentant, racist, homophobic husband was. I watched all his videos. I never saw where he was racist or homophobic. And you'd be hard pressed to find me one that they haven't like cut up to make him look that way. Charlie Kirk was just this like normal Christian guy, way too buttoned up for my tastes, but to each their own. Like he was not any of this shit, but some bitch named Jennifer Welsh rips into Erica Kirk, calling her a grifter. This is what I mean. These influencers are all grifters. People with podcasts, like with sponsorships and shit. What the fuck do you think that is? Like if I was like, hey, pausing to interrupt to plug Polar Premium Seltzer Water, blah, blah, blah. That's fucking grifting. Everything they're doing is grifting. Everything. I don't trust anyone that has fucking ad spots. And neither should you. Even if they say nice things you like. You know what I mean? I just don't trust anyone. I used to be in reality TV. And I was in reality TV when it was real. And I watched it turn into bullshit, right? So all of a sudden, reality TV was real. And then it was bullshit. You know what? This is really funny. You guys have to see this bitch. This is the bitch talking shit. That is a terrible still. That is not fair to her. This is an old photo of her. Can we get a current one? They're using really old photos of her. So she's grifting. She's trying to get attention, clicks, and likes on social media by picking on Charlie Kirk's widow. That's all this is. Why is Tim Pool blaming Candace? I don't know. Maybe they're best friends agreeing that they'll get a bunch of idiots like us to like buy that they're in a big fight. I just don't trust people. I can't. And everyone trusts it. I'm telling you guys, if someone has sponsorship spots, I always leave the realm of possibilities that it's all bullshit. Every time I see influencers beefing, I realize that there is a huge chance it's all bullshit. And a bigger chance that they're both in on it. Because they're monetizing. Everyone's going to go look at their shit and click on their shit, and then they're going to make tons and tons of money. I've never liked Candace. And for those of you who listen to me, you've heard me say this for years. She is not someone I enjoy listening to. I saw her act like Regina from the movie Mean Girls more than once. The way she gleefully, like if TMZ became a person, and if TMZ and Perez Hilton from back in the day when he was particularly vicious became a person, that's Candace. And it comes off that way. And I don't like people like that in my life. Like I don't have friends that are that way. I don't hang out with people like that. I don't like that behavior, like kicking people when they're down and gleefully like jumping all over, you know, people being mean. But I did find this. So apparently Candace Owens was squatting for like 6 months in an apartment, and she tried to sue using all this Marxist gobbledygook to like try to win in court. She said that she got systematic yeast infections from her apartment. So let's get into this. In 2016, Candace Owens stopped paying rent at her $3,550 per month luxury apartment. In 2016, that shit's probably worth $8,500, $9,000 today with inflation. Eviction took 6 months. So she squatted for 6 months not paying. Then she sued the landlord, saying the apartment caused systematic yeast infections and 14 other ailments. She lost and was ordered to pay $21,300 in legal expenses. She sued for $15K, I guess $1K for every ailment she made up. The landlord countersued for $21,300 plus legal expenses. A judge scheduled a jury trial for May 2019. Then he got so sick of her bullshit, it looks like he just canceled the trial and ruled in their favor. She stopped paying rent as her 2 left-wing websites. That's another thing. She used to have left-wing websites just a few years ago. And everyone always sends me her stuff like, oh, you need to see this. But I'm telling you, I don't trust her. Systematic yeast infections. Oh, I'm a Marxist. I want something for nothing. Imagine being that rich and just squatting in an apartment and not paying. And then everyone's like, oh, she's a truth teller. You think she was telling the truth when she sued a landlord for systematic yeast infections? It's fucking funny. I'll give her that. That is fucking hilarious. That's funny. But she was a squatter. You condone the way Soy Boy Tim Pool talked about her? I didn't even see it, motherfucker. So eat shit. And I'm sorry. I don't think men can't tell a woman to fuck off when all women do is tell dudes to fuck off. You should hear what comes out of my mouth. If a guy came up and called me a cunt and someone's like, oh, you condone that? It's like, have you ever heard me? Have you ever heard the words that come out of my mouth? There's more than a few times that I've had it coming. Someone saying cunt. I don't trust influencers. I'm unsubscribing from you because you have to think the way I think and like who I like. And if you don't, me no likey. What are you, fucking 2? Tons of people I know like Candace Owens. My cousin, who I fucking adore, like worships her, listens to her all the time. And I'm like, you're not my cousin anymore because I'm 5 years old. Fuck off. Grow up. I'm allowed to not like someone and you're allowed to like them just fine. But if you're a big fucking baby that whines and cries because someone doesn't like someone you do, eat shit. The fuck? Be an adult. I just don't listen to her. There was a couple of times I watched her and the mean girl energy, it was so bad that I actually cringed because I could see someone who was enjoying the suffering of someone and exposing their private stuff. And I'm like, that's gross. To me, that's like TMZ becoming a person. And I know a lot of women are like, oh my God, the dirt, we love it. Expose them and all this shit. And I'm like, at a certain point, it's just cruel and I don't like it. So you like it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to listen to it. So I know she's been going off lately and she's making assloads of money. Her husband is literally the elite. His father is like British elite. They're like in the House of Lords. Oh, she's exposing the elite. She literally is the elite. Like, it's so stupid. I wish I had that many idiots listening to me so I could make tons of money. I just look at me exposing everyone. It's like, dude, you literally are married to the heir of a guy from the House of Lords. It's like, I'm just not buying what she's selling and you enjoy it. But from where I'm sitting, I'm like, it's like reality TV. She's smart, man. She knows how to move and shake and make her money. But it's not something I would do. And it's not something I would enjoy watching. Like, I'm not going to watch that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to watch it. To say anyone going against Candace, I can't deal with. I've never liked her. I have, show of hands, who has been here? And you guys have been real nice and you've sent me links to Candace Owens and things. She said, hey, have you watched this? I'm like, yeah, I don't watch her. Show of hands of you nice people who have sent me links or asked me if I watched her show. And I'm like, yeah, guys, that's not my jam. For years, I've said this. Years. I can't support someone that makes me feel like that. I can't support someone that I wouldn't be friends with in real life and who turns me off in a spiritual way. And I'm like, you do you, and you listen to the show and you fucking enjoy it. It ain't for me. I have been saying this for years. Most influencers are narcissists. Have you not noticed? Adria has never been a fan of Candace's mean girl attitude, right? I haven't. It just turns me off because I knew too many bitches like her in high school and junior high, and I avoided them then, and I'm going to avoid them now. It's just not for me. The whole drama is rather gay and retarded and cringe. Rather, gee. It just feels like Perez Hilton back in the day when he was particularly cruel mixed with TMZ, and I don't like it. It gives me a bad, creepy crawlies. So I don't really care what she's saying or what she's doing, but she's making ass loads of money off people who do. Good for her. Is she more business savvy than me? Yes. But I would never want to do what she's doing because I don't think it's worth the money. Like, I'm just going to sell Avon and talk about systematic yeast infections because it's funnier. Right? Isn't systematic yeast infections funnier? So anytime when people are like, oh, did you see the beef with the two Twitch streamers? Did you see the beef with this and that? I literally always assume it's fake unless proven otherwise. What's up, GT? I just assume it's fake. I don't know why other people don't assume it's fake. It's reality TV, only the bad shit, not the real shit. That's how I look at it. What is a systematic yeast infection? Candace Owens squatted in an apartment, a luxury apartment, for 6 months, and she didn't want to pay the rent, so she just squatted. And she filed a lawsuit claiming that the water or something gave her systematic yeast infections. I think that should be the name of a band. Systematic yeast infection. It's funny. Baking sourdough. Ew. No, Avon doesn't have anything for systematic yeast infections. It's the racism in the system against vaginas. I tuned in to hear yeast infection, and I know something is good, like bacterial vaginosis. That is like my favorite thing to say. And my friends always laugh. I'm like, they'll be like, oh, something's wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you got some BV, girl? And they're like, would you shut the fuck up? Systematic yeast infection of a down. Yeah. But I don't know. It's a parasocial crap. People buy into these entertainment personas and think they developed real relationships with them. Half of them probably don't act the way they do when they turn on that light switch and they go live. When I left Hollywood, there was a facet of me that was not real. If I went on an interview or something, it was like clockwork. That switch got flipped and I turned into a heightened version of myself, right? Both my husband and I have discussed, like, he left streaming for a while and I quit Hollywood. And it's like we had a humbling where we have purged all the narcissistic traits, all the bullshit from our lives. Will we make less money and shit? Sure, of course. Because people fucking thrive off that shit. They love it. They love it. But my soul feels better. My soul feels better. Like today, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm going to put some makeup on before I stream. I said, because I'm always streaming all the time. All the time. And I look like shit. All the time. No makeup on. I just want to look good today. Let them see the end result. I just want to log on and not look like complete ass. And he's like, you do that. But that's a very humbling thing. Like when you go on the internet and you've got like an HD camera this close to your face. I have like no makeup on my face. You can see every imperfection. It's on my eyes and I have some lip gloss on. But when you have nothing on and you just wake up and you come on here and your bags are all sticking out and shit, it is a slice of humble pie. And most of these influencers, I would say they need this. But like, go look at their TikToks, their YouTubes. It's so self-obsessive. And I used to be in that trap because you're rewarded for the more you worship yourself, focus on yourself, bring attention to yourself, you literally get financially rewarded. Jim Brewer has been sharing his Hollywood stories recently. I've listened to a few. He seems deeply insightful. Deeply insightful. There's a fork in the road where you can go in Hollywood. And I didn't choose the really monetized fork. I was not willing to do what you had to do to get there. I thought I chose the other path, but instead I went straight forward. I thought I was bridging the gap between the worlds, but it was still destroying. Do I understand what a speed limit is? Lol, I'm here for this. What, like 70 miles per hour, a posted speed limit is usually a posted speed limit. If it says 65 at night, but 70 in the day, that's what it means. If it's posted go 35 miles an hour around this corner, you do that. I'm a very safe driver. That's what I do. I don't want to die. Influencers and people with huge followings online are typically narcissists. Yes. Yep. Ever since social media became a thing, we live in a narcissistic society, but I guarantee these people have no real and meaningful relationships in their actual life. It's surface level. They think that these people are all their friends. So when I lived in LA, you can ask my husband, I was surrounded by people I thought were my friends. These people were literally there to get in paparazzi shots with me, to meet important people, and to take pictures with celebrities. Once I had nothing to offer them, once I got rid of, there was no snow or ice on the road when that happened to me, just so you know. It was like 49 degrees. That's very hot. No snow or ice. I don't know why there was ice there, but it happened. But once I stopped pursuing the red dragon of fame and relevancy, I found myself losing friends, dropping like flies. I had nothing to offer them anymore. There was nothing they could extract from me. I lost all value. So the people I thought were my friends, when you sell Avon, what are they going to get out of that? They liked coming with me to Comic-Cons where I would go into green rooms full of like celebrities, Patrick Stewart, you name it, the entire cast of The Walking Dead at its peak, Stan Lee. Like, this is what these people were friends with me for. It had nothing to do with me. It was what could they get out of me? And it was very eye-opening when I realized that out of all the people in Los Angeles, maybe one or two were not that way. I must not have any emotions because I think you could be meaner. I could be meaner to you. It sounds like you want to start shit, but I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm on the ass end of my period with a highly emotional, painful back thing. Like, you know, it's like when you're draining a bathtub and it's like right at the very end where it starts to get real loud because there's not much left. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm good. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Having to produce content every day constantly just sounds exhausting, dude. So people on TikTok were like, where are your videos? And I told my husband, like, if I feel inspired to like do something that's funny, I'll do it. But I'm not like, oh my God, every day, more content, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I'm not that good at being an influencer. That's why I don't roll around in money. That's why no one cares to watch my shit. I'm not fighting other people. I'm not going out of my way to put a big setup behind me. I'm not like doing TikTok after TikTok of me lip syncing the songs, pretending I'm cool. That shit fucking. I told my friend, I'm like, I'll go on TikTok. You are never going to see me lip syncing to songs dancing around like a fucking moron. I don't know how all these people don't see what it looks like to people. How stupid it is. Hey, we're on the same cycle, Wendy. Yay. Bitches together. Bitches together. But yeah, I'm grateful I don't focus that much on content because I don't think I'd be a very good person. I don't. I think that it's stressful. I think Lisa, thank you for the $17.76. People love drama. I run from it. It's all lies and deception. I will continue to have faith in humanity and be kind. The kindness will come back at the most expected times, or did you mean unexpected times? Best day, Adri. Well, I love you, bitch. And thanks for the fucking money. Like, that's a lot of money for no reason. She's just like, hey, man, be nice, put good energy out here. And by the way, here's some money. I'll take it. Thank you. Look at me. I'm a real good influencer. I made $17.76. It seems gay and retarded. What? That's another thing. All the power people give to words. So much power. Who fucking cares? It's so stupid. It's really dumb. It's pretty much the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So I read a story the other day. A man got stabbed. A man is attempting to murder someone. And the person that he's trying to murder, as he's getting stabbed, calls the guy doing it an N-word. And everyone's like, oh! And I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're trying to literally erase me from the planet, the chips are down. No guarantees what's coming out of my fucking mouth. You're trying to kill me. You're trying to erase my existence from this fucking plane. You're literally trying to snuff out the divinity that is my life. You deserve every mean word on earth. And everyone's like, oh, you were just waiting to say a racist word. Yes, I'm literally a secret racist. And I sit here like that lady at Cinnabon who called the Somalian the N-word. I think both of them were idiots. I think what she did was awful. Like, that's stupid. I don't say the N-word because I don't like it. But I think when you give it that much power, it's just like you're literally handing people over the keys to controlling you. I have friends where the word cunt will send them into seizures. Seizures. They act like you have the dark crystal and you're like sucking out their life force if you call them a cunt. I'm like, why would you give that word so much power? That's a choice. People can call me anything, and I don't give a fuck. I read this story. It's totally illogical. You're allowed to call someone a bad name if they're killing you, right? And the jury's like, oh no, he said the N-word when someone was attempting to stab and murder him. Let's acquit the guy who had the mean words thrown at him after he was stabbing someone. And I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Apparently, the N-word is worse than someone stabbing you in the back with a knife attempting to end your life. Like, what the fuck? Who made words bad? A bunch of weak people trying to control everyone. That's all it is. It's people trying to control others. I can say the special word, but not you. It's so special. It makes me so special, but you're not special. And if you say the word, I get you, but I say it all day, all the time. Psychology 101, it's stupid. That's why I just look at everyone like they're fucking idiots. But yeah, if you're trying to stab me and end my life, I will say horrible things about your mother, your children, your children's children's children. You're trying to kill me. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. So this is what everyone's talking about. Let's see. I did not see this. Tim Pool calls Candace Owens an evil scumbag. MAGA influencer. He is a former Bernie bro. He's literally a liberal. He's a 90s liberal. He's kind of like Bill Maher. He's like pro-abortion and shit. It's just ridiculous. Wild conspiracy theories. Well, dude, she says wild conspiracy theories because she makes ass loads of fucking money off people that believe them. Maybe some of them are true, but not all of them. And she is making shit tons of money. Lots of money. Emily Post didn't write a book on getting unalived etiquette, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. This is what he said. This is what everyone's freaking out about. Candace Owens is a fucking evil scumbag. She is a degenerate. She's burning everything down and she's gloating and smiling while she does it because she's making tons of money. And you know what? You fucking told me she has no security. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. Pool fumed, adding, she's a piece of shit. She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these fucking conservatives out there that send me these effing messages have no effing balls to call her out. Oh, that happens all the time. Oh my God, I'm a scared coward, but I'm with you, girl. Don't think I haven't gotten these DMs. Insane. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. I wasn't the first person to do it. I'm not going to take credit for that, but don't effing DM me like I did something for you as you cower, as you effing cower. Scared she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination. No one's benefited more than she has. Are we not going to be honest with ourselves here? You can like her all day, but anyone that puts Charlie Kirk stuff and gets everyone to watch their shit and makes tons and tons of money are benefiting from his death. It might not be ill-intended. Like I was watching the body language guy, Jesus, and he was like, I mean, I've put Charlie Kirk in my title. I'm an influencer. I make money. I benefited. Like, at least be honest. Crazy and funny. I haven't seen it. I just read it, though. He was screaming his ass off. Well, my husband streams when Tim streams now. So I watch my husband because he's my husband. Just as I'm sure Tim's wife watches him. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, so he got bullets fired at him. He lives too close to the East Coast, dude. And you know, it's all lies. It's all hypocrisy, and it's all for the purpose of making money. Everything influencers do is for the purpose of making money. Do you know why I'm here? Can you guys tell me? It's right there. I sell Avon. I'm an Avon lady. Now, my dreams and aspirations are quite low compared to everyone else because I'm not willing to do what everyone else is willing to do for money. So I'll just Avon calling. That's about it. I'm a terrible influencer. I know people making thousands of dollars a month just posting on X. I'm like, dude, you don't even need a job. Like, holy shit. I'm here to make money, to sell you guys Avon. That's why I'm here. To make a living. Thanks, Tom. All Avon and make money. That's right, baby. That's right, Renee. So why do you think these influencers are talking about politics? And the second someone's talking about politics, I always get scared because money is the great corrupter. If you were talking politics, let's say you're a Democrat and you're like pro whoever's going to run next. You don't like Trump and stuff. And someone comes up to you and they're like, here is $500,000 cash. What we need you to do is just be like, Trump isn't that bad. Now, you have car payments, a mortgage, your family's suffering, a kid's going to college. You're literally suffering. And under the table, someone's like, $500,000 that we can hide through these charities, all this shit, whatever. We will pay you to just, you don't have to say you like Trump. Just say you like some of the things he's doing, even though you think he's an asshole. How many people do you think will be like, no, I stand by my convictions. I don't need $500,000 cash. Let's just say it's $50,000 cash. That's a lot of money. No one's offering me that. But I'll be honest with you, I really need it. If someone was like, just be like, Joe Biden wasn't that horrible, I'd be like, oh shit, for 50 grand? Man, I could really use 50 grand. You're a liar if you say that it wouldn't pull something. So for me, when I was in Hollywood, one of the deciding factors that got me to leave is I was offered 6 figures, which I really needed. It's not that I didn't need the 6 figures. I had just lost my home. My husband had me move in with him too soon in the relationship. I had nowhere to live. It was awful. It was fucking terrible. And I got offered all this money to inject my face with shit. And not only inject my face, but every year for 5 years, I would get a 1-up on the contract and payment bumps, like more money. And I sat there and I was like, oh my God. I didn't want to do stuff to my face, but 6 figures in a year, $100,000. And I was like, I literally just lost my home. And I remember talking to my husband and he's like, your face is perfect. Why would you put anything in your fucking face for money? And he's like, I will work. I will provide. You please do not do this. I'm not saying that I would take it or I would not. I am saying that I am aware that 80% or more people in that position, when offered money, will take the money. Because even me, who's against altering my face and all this shit, it took me a week of mulling over and struggling mentally because I needed that money. I needed that money. I didn't want the money. I needed the money. I needed it. And I said no, but not everyone will. And I barely said no. It was hard. Your girl would have had a face full of filler for money. Unlike everyone lying about it, I would have been out there like, yeah, I have a face full of filler and you can too for the low, low price of this. I'm their spokesmodel. Like, that's what they wanted. That was a struggle, man. It's a struggle. So just know you got a bunch of influencers and it's like the movie Legend when Darkness is offering Lily all this shit. Even Lily with her pure heart picked up that diamond necklace, oohed and awed at it. She danced with the black dancers. She danced with the seduction of everything that was wrong. And if Darkness wasn't so fucking ugly, I think she would have fallen. I think she would have fallen. And a lot of them are getting very, very big paychecks, massive paychecks. Like, they don't need to work anymore. My guess is Benny Johnson could walk away from everything. Matt Walsh walk away from everything and be fine for the rest of their lives. The Cranstein brothers? They could probably never say another word again and have made enough money to invest and be fine for the rest of their lives. That's a lot. It's a lot of money. They're making a lot of money because it's not like Fox News or CNN where it's like a network paying you something. You're like running your own low budget thing and you're pocketing all the money. Go watch like a big Twitch streamer or something and watch. I mean, like $10,000 a stream, people are just donating to them. I've seen people walk away from streams with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in just a few hours. And I'm like, wow, that's not even counting their subs. Wow. Wow. Diana, I see you saying we are doing baby back ribs. It's out of nowhere. I know you're referencing what I said earlier, so you're probably watching my stream from a long time ago, but I love baby back ribs and they're delicious. I'm happy you don't. I find it nice that you're just being you and talking about whatever pops into your head while putting on makeup. Bonus laugh when you have an unexpected burp. I don't really plan much into what I'm doing. Now, everyone's been asking me about Megyn Kelly. I don't really watch Megyn Kelly. I mean, have I seen her before? Yes. I don't really watch. Sometimes I'll watch Matt Walsh. There's something about his deadpan delivery that makes me laugh. I can't stand Ben Shapiro. I used to watch Anderson Cooper a lot back in the day. He was very calming. But I haven't been watching much of anything. It's been nice, you know? That's what makes you different and authentic and not rich. Dude, if Tim pulls out, he can bail. He's got that paper. Just bail, bro. Live life. Have babies. Be glad. Be a secret financier of things you dig. Move and shake and still make a difference, but from the sidelines. I love Adam Carolla. I think he's great. He's one of the few people in Hollywood I appreciate. He invites me to his Christmas party every year, even though I don't live out there. I think it's very sweet. I like Glenn Beck. I have never really listened to Glenn Beck. This is what it is. I did go and listen to the clips of Tucker and Pierce Morgan, and I laughed. When Tucker was telling Pierce to say, sounds like maggot. I laughed because it reminded me of something in like third grade when we were all sitting at the table, like, say motherfucker. Say it, say motherfucker. And like one of my friends, I'm not going to say motherfucker. It's so bad. It's so bad what you guys are doing. We're like, motherfucker. That's what it reminded me of, only with two old ass boomer grown men or Gen X, whatever they are. It made me laugh. I laughed. I've had that exact conversation when I was a child over motherfucker and stuff like cunt. Like, hey, psst, say cunt. No, I'm not going to say cunt. No. He's genuinely not well read. Let's see how many people have responded to her tweet. That's what I want to know. How many people are looking at Candace's tweets? Okay, 2 million views. Candace Owens, from her Twitter alone, she is making probably $10,000 a month, if not more, just from her Twitter. That's my guess. 4,000 likes on this, 8,000, 20,000, 13,000, 2 million views. Shit, 28,000. She's making that paper. Oh, 18,000. She is making so much money. Probably more than that. I wouldn't know because I get these tiny paychecks and I'm like, no, I made $100. Oh, this is fucking great. There's been times I made a couple $100. I was shook. I was like, that's amazing. These people are making ass loads of money. Did I miss the Tim Pool Candace drama? I had to unfollow Candace on all platforms. I guess they're like yelling at each other. $100 buys me grocery. I'm not looking down my nose at a free $100 bill. But to make that real paper, you have to be in controversy. And her whole page is controversy, controversy, controversy. Here's more controversy. More. She thrives off this. So him going off on her, she got wet. She's like, I'm going to make so much paper. So much paper. Let's see. More controversy. Nick Fuentes, which is controversy. France is a terrorist state, controversy. Real Candace O is the spiritual equivalent of a queen bee when attacked. The swarm of drones come to defend. If anyone ever attacks me, I don't need any of you fucking simping for me. I can't stand that. I can hold my own. I don't need that shit. I don't need it. Let's see. Yeah, this is controversy, more controversy, more cattiness, controversy, more controversy, more controversy, more. So yeah, that's why she makes money. Her entire shtick is being catty and controversial. That's it. But not in the Roseanne Barr crazy bitch kind of way. That is like a lot of fun. Yeah, she lives for internet drama, and low end, she's making $10,000 a month just posting this shit. Just shit posting all this controversy. I listened to Dwayne, aka Graybeard, who gets sad when your Matt is streaming, but he will pull Matt's stream up and say how great Matt is and everyone should watch. Why does he get sad? We love Dwayne. Love Dwayne. I don't think anyone has the true story. Okay. The smartest people in the world with the most resources in the world are doing cover-ups, and you guys think you're exposing them. Candace Owens is exposing them. Jeanette, thank you for the 300 stars. Thank you. Like, you're not exposing them. Everyone who thinks they have the answers don't. That's what's sad. And everyone's very adamant that they have these answers. I don't think we're ever going to have the answers to anything ever. Do we believe the story the feds are giving? Because it doesn't make sense. Tyler Robinson definitely wasn't the guy. The fact that they tried to hide the trans furries stuff makes me hike a brow. If he wasn't the guy, why would they hide that? The last administration, why would they like try to gatekeep all of that? He's streaming at the same time as Matt. My husband streams from 5 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, until probably 9 at night, every night. That's his schedule. I thought Graybeard streamed he used to always be on at like 3 p.m. my time was when I was able to catch him. Listen to Megyn Kelly on Sirius, but asking her autograph for 5 years via email and not one reply. She probably doesn't read her emails because people send really gross stuff. Like, people send pictures of their dicks to me. That's why I don't go and open any of my shit. It's comical to think that people smart enough to pull off worldwide schemes aren't smart enough to hide it from Candace Owens and Tim Pool and Adrienne Curry, which I'm not a political commentator, but you know, there is a man behind the curtain, but we're never going to see him. We're never going to see the real people in charge. That's why everyone's like, it's the Jews. But I'm telling you, if you think you know who's in charge, you don't. It's probably Zoltar from the planet Zoltron, living underground and dictating to all our politicians worldwide how to do things. Candace has just went all over the place trying to make something stick, and none of it makes sense at all. Well, she puts a bunch of shit in her hands and she throws it at the wall, and if a couple of turds sticks, she's like, see? It's just moving goalposts. And a lot of people do that shit. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I always say if Donald Trump took a stage with Hillary Clinton and they unzipped their human body suits and stepped out as lizard people and they've been like, we've been lovers the whole time. We're taking over humanity. I'd be like, oh, of course. Of course this is what's happening. Like, I am not shocked. I am not shocked. You know, is what it is. But I just say this, listen to the influencers you like. You know, I have some that I listen to, but I never trust anyone completely unless it's my family, my husband. You know, I just don't trust people, especially in the industry, because I know that people aren't trustworthy when they're getting attention and going viral and making this much money. His chill flight. Well, my husband stopped streaming in the daytime because of me. It's easier for us to split our times and to not overlap one another. It's just easier. Plus, horror games at 11 a.m. is, you know, her thing is a big reveal every day. Only she reveals more questions. I heard Tim Pool liken her to true crime. Debate women. She's smart, man. She's got all the bitches eating that shit right up. It's like Joe Rogan with I like beer and weed and MMA. And all the dudes are like, me too. Oh. You know, yes, I agree with you. I've gotten to the point where I don't trust any politician, right or left. Not sure I'm going to vote ever again. Christy, I respect that. I respect that. Janet, thank you for the 300 stars. You have a great day. You have a great day. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Avon lady. Get all your stocking stuffers and last minute bullshit with your girl. $5 flat rate shipping on orders under $60. You get free shipping with an order of $60 or more. And if you use the code CYBER60, you get a free 6-piece set with your orders as long as supplies last. Speaking of streaming, this year was the 10-year GCX anniversary. They had an old clip of your husband when he participated in the charity marathon years ago, reading something ridiculous for a donation. Oh, really? My husband used to do lots of stuff for charity. Then we got had by a couple of people. One person faked their death trying to raise money for their funeral. They were still alive. Another person, my husband raised thousands of dollars for them, and then they just turned around and talked all this shit about my husband. It was really bad. So we're, you know, silent contributors to things. There's no reason to get attention and stuff. Just do it, you know. You just do it. You just do it, and that's that. But if you guys need an Avon lady, I'd love to be yours. Also, outside of getting the free gift with the code CYBER60, if you spend $60 or more in my Avon store, you also get a personalized Christmas card from me. I got to go mail all the cards that I have downstairs right now before the mailman comes. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching me. And yeah, just, you know, enjoy entertainment. Some people are lying, some people aren't. You'll never really know. Money makes people do things. It really does. It is the great corrupter. And as long as that great corrupter is involved, take everything everyone says with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Good morning, Nella. Just with a grain of salt, because You never know. But I'll tell you, as someone who's been behind the curtain, a lot of what people are saying and doing is bullshit. I hope you guys have a great day. AdrianCurry.com